Ever tried to change your ChatGPT password and just couldn't find the button? Yeah, you're not alone. In this quick guide, we're going to clear up all that confusion and walk you through the super simple, secure way to protect your account. Look, we all know our digital lives are constantly under attack, right? That's why locking down your accounts, especially one like ChatGPT, where you might be brainstorming sensitive ideas or even dropping in personal data, isn't just a good idea. It's non-negotiable. Okay, so you've decided it's time for a password update. Smart move. But here's the first little curveball you're going to hit. You're probably digging around for a change password button. But the real question is, are you changing it or are you resetting it? I know, it sounds like we're splitting hairs, but trust me, with ChatGPT, knowing this difference is everything. All right, so let's dig into why this reset versus change thing is such a big deal. OpenAI's way of handling passwords is, well, it's a little different from most other websites you use. But once you get the logic behind it, the whole thing just clicks. Normally, you change a password when you remember the old one, and you reset it when you've totally forgotten it. Simple, right? Well, here's the thing with OpenAI. They've just streamlined the whole process. They only use the reset method. It doesn't matter if you remember your old password or not. Everyone goes through the same forgot password door. And this right here is the bottom line. You can stop hunting through your account settings for that change password button. It doesn't exist. The only way to create a new password for ChatGPT is by using that forgot password link on the login screen. That's it. It's their one-size-fits-all system. Okay, so now that we've got the why sorted out, let's get down to the how. I promise, securing your account is super straightforward. It's just 5 simple steps. Let's walk through this. First up, step 1, log out. And I mean really log out. This is so important because that reset option, it only shows up once you're signed out. Step 2, head over to the login page, pop in your email, and hit that forgot password link. Step 3, jump over to your inbox. You're looking for an email from OpenAI. Find it and click the secure link inside. Step 4, this is the fun part. You get to create your new strong password. And hey, don't worry, we're going to talk about what makes a password strong in just a minute. And finally, step 5, hit submit, and you're all set to log back in with your brand new credentials. Easy, right? Okay, but hold on. What if you're one of the many people who logs in using Google or Microsoft? That's a fantastic question. Because if that's you, the rulebook gets tossed out the window. The process is completely different. This is where the difference becomes crystal clear. If you signed up with a regular email and password, you stick to the plan we just went over, resetting it right on OpenAI's website. But if you use Google or Microsoft to log in, you actually don't have a separate ChatGPT password to change. You have to go to your Google or Microsoft account's security page and change it there. So here's the big takeaway. When you use a social login, the security of your ChatGPT account is literally changed to the security of your Google or Microsoft account. They're linked. If one is strong, the other is strong. If one gets compromised, well, you get the idea. Now, even the simplest process can have a few little snags. So let's get ahead of the curve and talk about the most common problems people run into. That way, if it happens to you, you'll know exactly what to do. No frustration needed. Okay, this has got to be the #1 headache people have. You've clicked the link, you're staring at your inbox, waiting, and nothing. The email just isn't showing up. So what's going on? All right, there are usually 3 main culprits here. First, and this is the big one, did you sign up with Google or Microsoft? Because if you did, remember, you're not getting a reset email from OpenAI. You got to go to Google. Second, have you checked your spam or promotions folder? Sometimes these emails get a little lost. Give all your folders a good search. And finally, the classic, a simple typo in your email address. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Just double check the spelling and give it another shot. Awesome. So your password is reset and you're back in control. But a new password is only as good as its strength, right? So let's shift gears for a second and cover a few pro tips to take your account security from just okay to totally bulletproof. When it comes to modern password security, it really boils down to 3 key things. Think of them as the 3 pillars. First, stop thinking password and start thinking passphrase. Longer is almost always better than a short, complicated mess of symbols. Second, please use a password manager. Seriously, it's the single best thing you can do. It'll create and remember crazy strong, unique passwords for every site, so you don't have to. And third, turn on 2-factor authentication. Always. It is an absolutely vital second layer of defense for your account. And this is a perfect example of why passphrases are so powerful. Take a look at this random four-word phrase. Something like that is exponentially harder for a computer to guess than a shorter string of symbols like password exclamation. And the best part, it's way, way easier for you to remember, but practically impossible for an attacker to crack.
And there you have it. Your ChatGPT account is now officially locked down and secure. You've navigated the whole reset, not change thing. You know how to handle social logins, and you're armed with some serious security best practices. So the only real question left is, now that you've secured this, what will you protect next?